What's going on, gamers? We got a clip here to cover on Spawnwave's channel. And information is actually coming from Mystic Ryan. Information that kind of gives you the idea of what I was talking about before. And it literally gives you a deeper context about the PlayStation boycott and how it's already died down realistically, and how all Microsoft, Activision, and Sony had to do to prove that on top of GTA 6 was to drop Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 enhanced ports on PlayStation 5. And Modern Warfare 3 on PlayStation Plus, which that's way less, impactful than Black Ops 1 and 2. And what does AGN mean by this? Well, what's up with this boycott of canceling PlayStation Plus subs? They're saying it may have been a couple 100,000 people. And if it got up to 500,000 PlayStation Plus memberships canceled, Sony is going to be threatened. Not if Black Ops gave them like almost 2 million back. What the hell? They still gained 1.5 million PlayStation Plus subs. That's crazy, right? AGN has a lot to talk about here, right? Because this just lets you know, and it goes about the rumor that I was talking about in that one Xbox video, that why would Microsoft care about supporting a physical medium when it's Sony who had the biggest controversy in gaming industry to push the digital monopoly medium, where Grand Theft Auto comes in and remedies them with Black Ops 1 and 2 ports digitally only, and then you get 50% off if you subscribe to PlayStation Plus. There are two $40 games. You don't get the DLC. You have to pay for that separately, $30. Yeah, pathetic, right? But if you want to get everything for 50% off, you have to subscribe to PlayStation Plus. And if you want to play Call of Duty Online on PlayStation, right, 5, why would you get Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 to only play single player? No, this is to play online. Then you have to have PlayStation Plus. Right here, Mystic Ryan gives people the true numbers and where it's actually trending at in the world right now for weekly active players. Get ready. Like I said, become a member, leave a tip down below, like, comment, subscribe. Here we go. And this is the thing that Xbox fanboys do not get. And PlayStation fanboys apparently just don't care. Like we were talking about, Call of Duty players sometimes are like NPCs. Not all of them, but you kind of get the point. Let's get into this. And then we're going to look at these weekly stat numbers and say, wait, hold on here before I even press the play button. Black Ops 1 almost had 2 million weekly active players. Black Ops 2 had 5.25 million weekly active players. He's going to say this right here. So basically over 7 million people are playing the Black Ops 1 and 2 ports, mainly Black Ops 2, right? And they just launched the update today. So out of that, how many people went and bought that on PlayStation? And when you think about it, how many people already had PlayStation Plus and how many people signed up for PlayStation Plus just to play that? I'm not going to hit the play button first because AGN just wants you to think about that. And I want you to think, is that bigger than the active boycott cancellations of PlayStation Plus and not supporting the digital format? Because I support the digital format. I have no problem with that. I have a problem with not having digital ownership in the way they're handling it and how they're just not giving the physical medium the respect they deserve, because that's a legacy in the PlayStation world. But doesn't this just prove to you that Microsoft does not care? Because look at the timing, right? You can't just say Black Ops 1 and 2, but Modern Warfare 3 also on Plus. All of this is feeding Sony's PlayStation Plus and Microsoft's publishing profit revenue against the physical ownership medium and supporting the digital medium and the subscriptions. This is where you have to see them as teaming up against your physical ownership. Because who owns Activision now? They didn't get the Black Ops 7 results, so here it is right here. They already got millions on PlayStation. Xbox gamers did not get those enhanced ports. Somebody saying, oh, it's backwards compatible. Bro, the 360 version is running at like 640p or something. The PlayStation 5 version is 1080p, 60 frames per second. You can upscale it on your TV and put it at 4K and use the toggle on the PS5 to support backwards compatibility games and upscale that. It runs way better. It looks better. You see what I mean? Microsoft went where the money was at. It's not about exclusivity when it comes to the big bucks. That's just also trying to cater to some Xbox fanboys. But let's get into this right here and see what he says. If this is actually ahead of GTA 5, is it ahead of Fortnite, where it's at in the top games around the world weekly? Yeah, old ports, like 10, 15-year-old ports, just killed a medium. They're supposed to be massive. That's all it took. Think about it.
I do have the PS5 Welcome Hub widget still that does show That does show
widget
how often people are playing these games on a weekly basis in the US. Black Ops 7 was not on there for the top 10. I don't know why. That has to be wrong because I know there's some games on there that should be on there.
probably isn't.
But Black Ops 1 and 2 is on there, and I'm going to get the numbers for you real quick. So Black Ops 2 is at number 2 with 5.25 million players this week.
Oh my gosh.
Number 2 in the world for weekly active players. That's what it did. The only game that's ahead of it, you could probably guess it, probably Fortnite, right? That number, 5.25 millions weekly active players. Just that, and you combine it with Black Ops 1. He didn't say anything about Modern Warfare 3, but you don't think that has a couple 100,000 added in with that, and they're all getting PlayStation Plus?
Yeah, number 1 was Fortnite at 16 million players. Number 2 was Black Ops 2 at 5.2 million. And again, already this is weird because Roblox should be 1 or 2. Like for some reason.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't know why. Like Roblox, for whatever reason, is not in here.
Yeah, maybe it's probably how much money they were making or something was going on. But that's not the point, though. The point here is that it went that high. There was no rebellion against it. There was a mass purchasing spree. And these companies knew it. Microsoft knew it in the midst of all that. Sony knew it. Why do you think they said what they said? Activision knew it. And they all are making money together. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing for Halo. Remember what you were thinking that you needed a PlayStation Plus account to play even local split screen? They ended up reversing that because they're going to make enough money anyways, right? Though we know that's a lazy next-gen remake because you just threw it on the Unreal Engine 5, abandoned all the assets, and then put multiplayer. Why would you not do that, right? Yeah. No, they want to make easy profit, and they're not subsidizing. It's all about straight profit. And AI abuse. You see it right there. These should have been 4K 60 and 4K 120 for performance. Seriously. And it should have came with all the DLC. But it didn't. They're looking for easy money. And guess what? Who voted? Call of Duty gamers. The gamers with their money. They made this game be bigger than Black Ops 7, which was the recent one. Which, you know, that was AI slop. But the point is that it gives you the idea about what people think about these older games. I'm not saying these are bad games either. I'm just saying that if you look at the medium, what is the point of all the boycotting? And I'm not saying anybody should give up either if you get so overridden by this dog rush. Yeah, it's embarrassing.
And then Black Ops. Okay, number 3 was GTA 5 with. How is this number 3? It's got 7 million players. The widget doesn't make sense. But number 4 is Minecraft at 6 million.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5 is Marvel Rivals at 2 million. Number 6 was Call of Duty Black Ops at 1.9 million players.
Wow.
I don't know if it's beating Black Ops 7, but I mean, undeniably, these games sold pretty well.
So, yeah, over 7+ million weekly active players. 7.2 or it's 7.1, whatever. When you add that up, you do 5 plus 2 at the 1.9 with the 0.25, you're going to get over 7 million. And PlayStation is supporting the majority of it. So that game sold a lot of copies, didn't it? And a lot of people went to get Plus so they can get both for $20. You see what I'm saying? So how does Microsoft, he's a fake Xbox fanboy in that last video, why would they want to get you on anything physical? After hearing about the positron taking your physical copy and converting it into a digital license. Not ownership, because physical, you have ownership, but they want you to convert it into a digital license. That's not ownership because Microsoft doesn't do digital ownership. So that means leave the physical ownership and go into digital. You saw with Halo, if you got the physical disc, if you don't go and get the update, you can't play offline. And even if you had the update and try to go offline after that, you better go get that Xbox account. And in order to sign into Xbox Live, you need to be online. That is DRM. If you want to play these ports, you have to be online. Obviously, it's Call of Duty, but I'm saying there's no physical medium for it. If you just wanted to play the campaign or something, or local multiplayer with your friends, though. Who does that for Call of Duty? But the point here is that this is all pushing online digital support and subscriptions. They gave Sony millions of subs, probably. At least 2 million, even if it wasn't more than that. That's still a lot. If the boycott was that, you said the boycott's now up to 300-something thousand signatures, it's like, what the hell is that if that happens right there? The medium is not big enough. That's just social media complaining. But what are the actual results? This is what AGN always wants to talk about with people, right? Let's talk about this. What are the actual results? What GameStop was saying? Because they know that they can psychologically get away with it. And you are proving them right. And these are the same people that the majority that have been supporting this microtransaction world that I can't stand either, does not care about physical ownership. They don't. See, when AGM makes his videos, he also wants to tell the truth. He doesn't want to give you false hope, because I think that that's fake. What I'm telling you is that right now, what it's looking like is if you wanted to do damage to Sony, these people are making it impossible. And they strategized against them to make sure that, oh, you over there complaining? Watch what I do with these hordes. Watch this. Boom, 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 boom. Those numbers right there. What you going to do about it? You see what I mean? And then, oh, I got all these games coming around the corner, and I got GTA 6. It's going to be the biggest digital launch in history and gaming launch in history. What are you going to do about it? Watch me already have 30 million pre-orders. You see what I'm saying? And the two companies that are getting GTA 6 are Microsoft and Sony. I think eventually Nintendo PC will come later on too as well. But like, if you're thinking about this, then you're like, damn, is this really going to die down? There was actually a graph that I was reading not too long ago shows that there's like a almost 60% drop rate in the rage against the physical boycott already. And that many people are moving on. It's just psychology. It happens in everything. I've been saying that in other videos. Does that mean that you should stop the fight for whoever's left over? No, AGN's not saying that. But what AGN is trying to show you is that this is what has happened. These are the actual stats. This is the scientific results. And this is what you're seeing. So you did all that, but remember, you're dealing with this, and they're coming to override you with that. We don't even know the Black Ops 3 numbers on PlayStation Plus, weekly active users on that. But how many people have Plus? Like, you could imagine people logging into that, but more people are interested in this because this is a much better game. That was what I call a lazy expansion rather than giving you something next gen. Because if I was going to see Modern Warfare 3, I would have wanted to see it like 2 years later, not the next year. What are you doing? That's an expansion you're charging me for, and you're calling it Modern Warfare 3 in the most laziest way possible. It's all AI slop. Whereas like Modern Warfare 4 looks like you actually worked on that for quite some time. Because that's different than the Black Ops team. That's another team. So they were sitting there in the back working on that a couple years. That's what I always thought that about COD. Like, you should release that game at least every 2 to 3 years. Stop releasing it yearly like a sports title. But that's what they've been doing. So here it is, guys. It's right here in front of you. We got the answers. Just Vitamin says, yet I can't get into a match of Kino LMFO. I was able to find one even 8 years ago. What gives? Yeah, it looks like the servers were going crazy. They said that they were updating the game too, and that the PlayStation 5 is actually getting priority updates to be host, because that's where they're making the most money at, and that's what's going to be going on. Yeah, I don't know why they was playing. Hold on, sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Become a member. Leave a tip down below. Like, comment, subscribe as usual. We now have an update on what's going on as far as the way the numbers working. We saw in the store what was going on when I made that video, but now we're seeing the results right here. And I know there's going to be some people in the physical medium world that's going to be mad because they realize that when you really see this, it gives you an idea about how it's actually not going to get better. Yeah. That's why I say that, like, in my recent video, it doesn't matter what you think you're going to do. Xbox can't compete with PlayStation anymore. Those days are over with. Sony has the medium, and Microsoft is going to feed them. They got a 10-year contract with COD, so they're guaranteed to get that success. They have the biggest Call of Duty base in the world. They have the GTA market rights. They have their own single-player exclusives. The only thing that is left is for the market to come down to where they can start selling things cheaply again. And if that happens, I don't know, by 2028, If the PlayStation 6 is under $800, it's going to be fine. Definitely with those specifications, because it'll be able to trump most high-end PCs. And the people that need to be worried are PC gamers, because your market is not only having the highest prices, but you're going to have to upgrade your rigs to start playing these games that are going to be coming out on these consoles now. It's not going to be the exact opposite where you have an advantage over the consoles, because most people are not going to have rigs with like a 6080 in it, or a 6070 or 5090, you know what I mean, 5080. These consoles that are coming are going to be like that. And in order for you to play those games at 60 frames and get even somewhat to console settings, because people are going to start comparing, like you see on Analysta Bits pages, where it's like PS6 versus Xbox, Helix versus PC. Those PCs are going to need to have like 6090s and stuff like that, 6080s, 6070s were like DLSS 6 or something, to even be able to compete, because it's going to get like that. It's going to get very expensive. So that's something that I don't understand why the PC crowd doesn't see it. Steam Machine is going to get destroyed. It's not going to be able to compete. How's a Steam Machine going to run a PS6 exclusive in the future? You see what I mean? What you going to play at like 500p, 30 frames or something? It's going to be tough, man. So yeah, later, y'all. I'm just saying, think about that. Keep on gaming no matter what platform or app you're on. Peace.